So this is our welcome everyone to our fourth podcast of ever. All right. Today we will be talking about our personal experiences coming into college. Right. So this week we have four people on as featured people. Right. So let's do introductions. Hello everyone. I'm Wesley. I am a senior studying a dual in ITWS and economics, and I am a former e-board member.
All right, I'll go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Steven. I'm a senior, dual in CS and ITWS, and I'm also a former e-board.
Me, Chris. Me transfer into RPI last
Thank
year.
God.
And majoring in aerospace engineering. Class 2022. Very nice.
Hi, Justin.
Next, I'm a junior computer science major, and I'm just a regular member.
Yeah, thank God you're just a regular member.
Imagine if this guy had more fucking power.
I'm seeing the leadership, and I am not impressed.
Yo, you're not impressed with anything.
That's a fair point, Justin. You are rarely impressed by anything. See, like Chris, on the other hand, he's impressed by it. He's like a little dog. He sees anything, and he's like, "Wow, that's so cool! Oh my God, wow!" Like see something all new,
Name one thing I'm impressed with. Name one thing I'm impressed with.
Whoa, you can't blame Chris for being enthusiastic about everything.
True.
That's a positive output.
It's called being optimistic.
Nah, but Chris is out here trying to win SASEtalk. I'm gonna win SASEtalk.
I see.
Okay, Chris. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Something my mentor does not have a lot of. Optimism.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So I have a very short list of topics that we could cover today. Not entirely. We don't have to touch it. You don't have to. Only if you want to. See, right? But no. First podcast of the first topic of this podcast is making friends on day one. How did you guys make friends on the first day, right? I know Chris definitely didn't go to NRB and transfer looking ass didn't go to NRB. So
what do you mean I didn't go to NRB? I was the first one there. That wasn't an e-board member.
Oh no, you went to NRB as a transfer?
Yes. I was the first one there. I walked in, I was like, yo, my mentor's Wes. And then Ass came up to me like, yo, this guy's mentee, bro.
Chris, language, please.
Oh, right, my bad.
Okay, so yeah.
Also, didn't we have this prompt on the first podcast we had? How to make friends on campus?
But now we're going a little bit more personal, right? We're talking about your first experiences. What was NRB like for you? How was that cute? Right. So Chris, since you're the youngest one here, you're the freshman in the podcast. Tell us about it.
Me?
Yeah, tell us about your NRB experience.
It was deceptive. Got my hopes up for nothing.
How so, Chris?
The first table I went to was for an elevator pitch. And you can guess your boy Wes was there. Guess what I didn't learn? Elevator pitches.
That's not true. You did. I taught you very well how to give a good elevator pitch.
Like, give examples right now.
But you think I'm gonna remember? Oh shit! I am gonna have to do it again on Monday. That's the worst part, right? I don't even know what I'm gonna be saying yet. But I'm doing it again in like 3 days.
Okay, but no joke though. NRB event, it's nice to have like a taste of what you're going to, what you should prepare for before like getting into the career side of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice introduction. You're definitely not going to learn everything about like elevator pitches, resumes, so on and so forth, but we do have specific events to work on those types of things. But the NRB event is to like dip your toes into the water to get a sense of what you're about to get yourself into.
Wait, Chris, did you do an overnight NRB trip thingy?
What?
Didn't you do one of those overnight NRB trips, like go camping and go like
Nope.
kayaking? Oh, Justin, did you? Steven, please tell me you did it.
Actually, I didn't.
You guys are a bunch of losers. I didn't do it either. Right. But no, thinking back on it, I feel like I probably should have done it. It feels so fun. Like, damn, I feel like I missed out. But then at the same time, I'm glad I did because, Steven, we went to the same NRB event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the story of me and Steven is we both. It was the martial arts NRB event, Steven.
Yes. Confirmed.
Yeah, that was. I'm like that was a weird NRB, but it was kind of fun, right? So the martial arts NRB was like it was a mix of three clubs coming together and putting on to like this like demo like trial that you people could try. It was correct me if I'm wrong. It was the Kendo club, the Taekwondo club, and what was the last one?
The Kung Fu.
The Kung Fu club. Yeah, that's what it was. Right, and that shit was crazy. That was pretty fun, bro. Like, what was it? Like I remember the Taekwondo very vividly because they made you wear like this armor.
Yes, it did.
I was like, damn, bro, I'm wearing this shit heavy. You guys play around like this? Like, nah. But they made us put it on, and I was like, ooh, damn, this is kind of cool. And that's where I met Steven. So Steven is a day zero friend.
Oh.
Justin, what about your NRB experience?
So my NRB experience was actually Ultimate Frisbee, right? And mainly I chose that because I played it in high school. And so what we ended up doing was just tossing and learning to play the game. It was pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, it was during when school already, like that NRB week, we were on campus already. So I got to meet the team. And then later on, I joined the team. And it was a pretty fun experience because you meet like 80 new people right off the bat. And these 80 people are trying to suck up to you to make you stay. So when you interact with them, just know that they want you to stay. They want to get you to know you better. They want to get you interested. They want to invite you to do things. So I remember, oh, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but how did you guys choose the NRB event to go to? Right?
I didn't.
It's like, what do you mean you didn't go? You didn't choose, Chris?
The only NRB I've heard of and like was available at the time was SASE. Every other NRB happened before I moved in.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunate.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks. So, Steven, I think our year they gave us like a little flyer, like a little brochure.
Yeah.
And then we opened up the brochure, and there's like 30. There's like 30 different NRB events to go to. I'm like, how am I supposed to choose? I don't even know what the heck am I looking at. Right. So I was like, which one do I go to? I think I was deciding. Like, there were like a lot that I wanted to go to. I think I went to 2 events because the NRB event there was like one in the morning, like 10 to 12, and like 12 to 2, right? And basically, I was like, okay, there's so many I want to go to. So I went to one in the morning, right? But that was boring as hell. But I only went because they said free pizza.
True.
Right? At the time, I was like, yo, they're already giving me free stuff? Like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, free pizza. Like, yo, let's do it. I went and got free pizza. And the second one I went to, right, there was a mix, right? There was like 2 of them I really wanted to go to. So the second one of them was SASE. Right, and so basically, I split in half. So the first hour is going to go to this one, the second hour is going to go to that one. I thought that was going to work. I thought, hey, it's fine. It doesn't matter, like what the heck is SASE anyways, right? So the first one I went to, like, was the free pizza, and then the first half of the second one was, I think I went to, I forgot which one I went to, but it was boring as hell, right? And after the first hour, I went over to the SASE one, and no one was there except for like Aaron and like Terry and Sayo, right?
Yep,
Just three e-board members, right? And they're just like sitting there with snacks, right? Their event was already over, and they're just sitting in the room just chilling. And I pull up, I open the door, like, hello? I was just like, what's going on? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right? And then no, the event was over, and I just vibed with them for like a whole fat hour, right? And then that's how and then Aaron convinced me to join and sign up for the mentor program, and gang. That's how it was.
I didn't actually go to that, so I got dragged to the mentor program by you. If you still remember, I got
I
dragged
remember.
because you told me you were like you should join SASE and come join me at the mentor recruiting session or something. And
Yeah.
then
No,
we were like part of the 6 people that
Mhm.
were mentees that year.
Yeah, dude, I remember because both you and okay. This is the time where I took like club really seriously. Now I don't give a damn, right? But I had the SACE mentor mentee mixer in my Google Calendar on my phone, right? And I think I was like, we were on Freshman Hill, right, Steven? And we're just like, no, you were already there, I think, right? You were already there. And then I think it was you that texted me like, yo, but where the hell are you at? I'm like, what do you mean, where the hell am I at? And they're like, yo, look at your phone. There's supposed to be a mixer event. I'm like, oh, word? And I'm like, oh shoot! Then I ran over because I was in Academy Hall. I ran over to I was in Freshman Hill. I had to run over to Academy Hall, and I got there. I think it was I walked in halfway through, right? And then all the mentors were there, and Steven was there. All the other kids were there, and I'm like, I just sat down, try to meet people, and basically at the time you basically we rotated around, right? So different mentors. Um, would cycle through the different interested kids, and at the end you were given like a slip of paper to write down the top 3 people you wanted, and both me and Steven ended up in the same mentor group. Yeah, that's great.
Under some amazing mentors.
Anyways, if you want to
Only one of them.
if you want to go to a fun NRB event, if you go to RRS's NRB event, you build and launch a rocket in one day. Not this year though. If it was any other year, you would have been going out to a field to build your own rocket and launch it on the same day, which is pretty nice. But now they're doing everything online. It's kind of unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure that there are going to be some things you can still do in RS, especially launching. Next year, probably. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't have all the information. I used to be part of the e-board, but I did, I left because I didn't feel like I had time for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to know more information, I know one of the freshmen in the Discord asked me for more information. And on the Discord, one of the mentors we have, William,
Which one? Which one? Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Damn.
I'm trying to make it nice. Yeah, that's the only way I can discern from the both of them. But he's actually one of the e-board members on there. So if you want to know more information, you can go DM him or talk to him. Or if you want to DM me, I can refer you to one of the e-board members. But RS is one of those things where it's nice because you're learning and you're building things. It's good for those tinkerers out there, anyone who wants to build stuff they want to work on, so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure there are other NRB events where you also build stuff, but RRS is one of those, which I know for sure.
Yeah. RRS, for those of you who don't know, is the Rensselaer Rocket Society.
Right.
Yeah. I know.
Rensselaer
Will
Rocket
he?
Society.
Will is a part of a lot of things. He's part of Forge. He's Greek Life, right? He's everywhere, right? He's part of Forge, right? I'm not getting it wrong.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know if he's a volunteer, but I know he's part of it.
yeah. Look up. So the next question I had is, what things did you sign up for? Right, like in the beginning of the year, like right off the bat, you signed up for something, and then now you think back and like, oh, I didn't sign. What happened to that? Right, you signed it up. Now you're part of it. You signed up, and you went once or twice, and you didn't show up. Well, how many things did you sign up for, and what happened?
Who's going first?
Let's go, Justin. You kick it off.
All right. So some of the things I signed up for was Ultimate Frisbee, HKSA, CASA. What's that other one? AACU. And my fraternity. So I'm in all of that still, except for CASA and ACU. And it really came. Oh, and also Ultimate. It really came down to just time commitment, because how it ended up working was HKSA had an event every week, or usually an event, right, that we would go and do. And the event times kind of just lined up on the same day, right? Everybody wants their events on Saturday, Sunday. or Friday. And so I had to choose, right? And for Ultimate Frisbee, it was fun, like definitely. But what ended up happening was it took a lot of time, especially when season starts. Every weekend you're going to a tournament and it's like it lasts 2 days. You're playing like 4, maybe 5 games, sometimes just 3 games. But you get really tired. I find it very hard to actually do work on the weekend. So I will have to do it during the week. And as a freshman, it was easy to be able to maintain that. But as you become like a sophomore or higher, the classes get a lot harder, and so I just could not maintain it, especially like conditioning during the off season, right? For my fraternity, I'm still in my fraternity. For ECU, that kind of fizzled out because I don't know what to tell you, man. It's kind of absentee. But that was my experience. If you're really looking to like have friends, I think your roommate first off, and then people on your floor. But how it ended up happening was the people on my floor in my dorm room, they were all kind of just like gamers, and they would just game with their doors open, which was fine. But they're not people I would talk to, you know. But I heard that like generally you would interact with people on your floor more, and people in clubs that you become friends with, if you want to interact with them outside of the club events, that's how you become friends. I would say right now my friend group is mainly comprised of people from those groups that I first met when I came here. But like you start to prioritize certain things and you cut them off. And if they're really good friends, they'll still be your friends afterwards. So don't worry about that.
Word, word. Chris, what's your story?
I signed up for a lot of clubs. So I'm gonna try to list them out. I don't know if I can remember all of them. I know I signed up for, well, SASE, RRS, League, volleyball, and I think I signed up for Forge. I don't remember if I did, but that's like something else. So I'm still in SASE, obviously. RRS, I'm still in it, just not a big part. Volleyball is not really like a membership type of thing. They kind of have a open gym style, uh, whatever you want to call it. You just walk into the gym whenever it's open gym hours and you just play volleyball with random people. That's literally it. There's no attendance taken or anything. If you want to play volleyball, you just go to ECAV and have fun. You can bring your friends and so on and so forth. It's nice. I met one person there who I haven't talked to him in a long while, but one of the good friends over at volleyball.
Is he really a good friend if you still don't talk to him?
Dude, I don't talk to a lot of people, all right, but I still know them. So on and so forth.
Yeah, I can tell my DMs are dry, Chris. The last time you messaged me was like a week ago.
Yeah, I have nothing to say to you. You're just an irrelevant person. You know that. You know that yourself. But anyways,
Let's be
I'm
nice here,
still
okay?
right.
This is your
Sorry,
warning.
Dad. Sorry, Dad. So that's volleyball. SASE. This is SASE. I joined HKSA like a few weeks after school started. I didn't know about HKSA. I had a few friends who were in League because I went to some of their meetings, and some of the people at League were like, "Hey, there's this giant event happening with HKSA and Casa and blah blah blah. The what was it? The
Okay.
Mooncake Festival thing." I went there, and then on the first table I see where they collect uh entry tickets or whatever, someone named Fiona, who was one of their e-board members at the time, were like, "Hey, instead of paying $1 for admissions, why don't you pay $5 for a whole like your membership?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." So I signed up for HKSA without even like on a whim, and then it happened to be pretty nice because HKSA is pretty nice. It's up there with social clubs, and yeah, I guess that's it for whatever. Because I'm pretty sure I talked about most things now.
Steven?
I'm trying to remember. So, freshman year. All right. So obviously SASE, which is a commitment that I stuck to. And then I also joined judo. So I did judo for about a semester or two. And I was like really interested in like going far with it. But then I'm that crazy guy that took like 20 credits with DS. So I eventually died. And that
No,
commitment just
Steven,
dropped off.
you took 20 credits every single semester up until now, right? You're crazy, right? Like I did the same, but you took 20 credits with hard classes, right? So
Yeah.
damn, bro.
Yeah, so that dropped out because that was just too much commitment and I had too many tests and other priorities. The judo club was I just stopped going at like second semester or first semester sophomore year. I joined Eighth Wonder, the hip hop dance club, so that's a commitment too that I stuck to. I'm trying to think what else I did. I did RPI Sec, which is a security club here. I just like it became a pastime for me, so I just did like on and off member and like went to their lectures and stuff like that. But I didn't really like go that deep into like the competitions and stuff. So that was I guess I'm still part of it, but it's not like that much commitment. I I'm trying to think. That's the only those are the only ones I could think of right now. That's really it.
So for me, I joined SASE, right? I was kind of poached into it. Right? Didn't really have a choice. I was kind of like, I went along with things, and I just ended up here. I don't know. It wasn't a bad decision, but like it's definitely interesting how that went out. Joined HKSA, Hong Kong Student Association. That was fun. That was fun for a while. Still is fun. Still is fun. They're wonderful people. Joined CASA, right? But I didn't really like do much with that. I joined boxing, right? The club boxing. That was fun as heck because I had picked up boxing in high school, did like a little over a year in that, right? And I'm like, okay, this is like. By the time I did it more to work out, more to like get like stay fit when it's cold outside, right? But then I thought like, man, maybe I should join a club and see how far I can take that. So that was great. I joined the IT student leadership, right? So I don't think all majors have a student leadership. I know IT did, right? And they were looking for a freshman rep, and I'm like, you know what? Why not, right? So it was great. That was fun. I also joined this fitness class, right? It was weird. It was one of those boxing fitness classes, and you had to pay like what $15 a semester for it. I'm like, and I'm thinking back on it, like that was such a weird. Why would I join that, right? And I don't know. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's a new place, new school, new schedule, new me. You're like joining a fitness class. Like, yo, let's go get fit, right? That only lasted a semester, mainly because like it was just too much of a commitment, and I didn't. And none of the other clubs had like, you have to pay every single semester. I'm like, I don't vibe with that, so I dropped that after the first semester. Oh, and another thing, wow, English. I also tried rushing a fraternity as well, right? Steven knows this story very well because I dragged him along to so many rush events. So I was trying to rush this one fraternity, and mainly I randomly chose this one mainly because back then they had this week. No, it was rush month, right? It was a month or a week. I think it was a month, or a whole ass month,
It's pretty much.
right? And they were handing out flyers, calendars, right? Saying like, "Oh, we got these cool events coming up." Oh, word? Like, okay, I'll take a calendar, right? And some houses were offering shirts. I'm like, yo, I'm a sucker for free shirts. Like, you give me a free shirt, you got my attention already, right? So I took free shirts, took the calendars, and everyone, right, on my floor, right, like had these calendars. We all started comparing calendars. Yo, which one should we go to? Like, yo, this one looks pretty cool. Now, like, I heard good things about this house. Right? And I ended up finding this one house that had some pretty cool events. So if you know me, you know I like food. Food is really nice. So there's this one house that basically said like, dude, we're sending up, 3 pickup trucks to Maine and coming back down with 3 pickup trucks worth of lobster, like fresh Maine lobster, going all the way back down to Detroit, and we're just cooking it all. You don't have to pay anything. You just come in and eat. And I'm like sitting there like, yo, say less. I got you, right? So I brought Steven. I brought like 5 other people. And no, so that's fun. There were some girls there, and that's also guys. Uh, and we went out there, and dude, we had lobster after lobster. I think Steven, how many did you have?
I had like 5.
You had 5. I remember I had 6, and I brought 2 home.
Yes.
Right? My dumbass brought 2 lobsters home, and I'm like, dude, they said free. I'm taking advantage of this, right? No way in hell I'm not taking advantage of it. And then this same house had, I think next week or something, they had pulled pork, and they had a whole pig. I'm like, oh damn, okay, hell yeah, right? And then another event they had was Wing Fest, I think it was, right? They had this super spicy chicken wing, right? And it was like this challenge, right? And some of the brothers there were like trying to hype me up, like, Wesley, nah, you ain't gonna do it. I'm like, you doubting me? You, of all people, doubting me, of all people. Like, I'm gonna prove them wrong. And I went out to the challenge. And it hurt. I couldn't breathe afterwards, but it was fun. I did that. So I tried rushing, and I ended up deciding that it wasn't really for me. So I did go all the way. Yeah. Right. So next question I have on my list is, what's the craziest thing you have done in freshman year? Not like crazy, like, oh, I went to this party. No, like something like this is a senior told me to go do this, and like I did it and it was crazy. Like I don't really know why I did that. Something like a horror story they told you about on campus, or something like, what's the craziest thing you've heard?
I guess I can go first. The craziest thing I've done on my first year here is when did nationals happen?
Nationals? It happened like early October.
Early October. So in my first half of my first semester here, I decided to go across states with people I've only known for less than 2 months. That was as crazy as it gets. And that was even worse because I was in a car that was with the people who weren't supposed to go at first. And that ended up with multiple near death experiences. I won't go into more detail unless you really want to know, and you can DM me. But that was pretty nuts. It was fun. That's the trade-off. It was really fun going off to nationals with people who you don't know too well, but I trusted these people enough to be like, hey, maybe these guys know what they're doing. And it turned out to be a great experience because, well, SASE nationals and SASE regionals and all these the big events for SASE as a whole in the country is, well, it's very, very businessy. You do a lot of interviews, well, not interviews, but you do a lot of
Networking.
networking and just making contacts. The best part about it actually is that their career fairs are a lot more professional than what you get here at RPI. I mean, being professional is different, but the perception of career fairs at the big SASE events compared to the reception here in the school, it's completely different. In the school, at the career fairs, they're like, all right, you're a student here, what's your name, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But at SAFE Nationals and so on and so forth, they see you as someone who's committed, like someone with a story to tell. They're there because it seems like they're there because they want to like, well, get prospects or not prospects. I can't think of a word for it. It's really hard.
Prospective, people to hire, people to hire, and people of interest.
People of interest, yeah.
You know.
Instead of like being there because oh yeah, these students, they're good students, so on, and like, yeah, it's nice to hire these guys.
Yeah.
Instead they're there because they just want to find like that gold gem in that haystack. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna diverge off the main question and talk about nationals because that was a weird time, right? Chris, me and Kevin, right? No, so we were walking. We got there early to national. We got there early to the venue. We were walking up to the venue. No, it's a few. We went up the escalator and we bumped into this guy. What was it from Northrop Grumman? Lockheed? Was it Kevin?
Northrop Grumman.
Yeah, we got a guy. We met a guy from Northrop, and he was like, "Oh, I'm a recruiter."
Oh, you're gonna bring this up?
Right? Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up, right? Because I'm still a little tilted by this, right? And we're talking, and at the end, we're about to go our separate ways. The guy's like, "Yo, I can give you my card, right? Like, if you guys are like arrows or mechanicals looking for a job, looking for like someone to talk to, right? And like, just here's my card. Like, who do you want to know?" I'm like, oh yeah. And I immediately text Chris, and like, "Yo, Chris, give me your email or something, right? Like, I got you a person who's looking for aero majors. I can get you a job for the summer." And Chris, I'm trying to be a good mentor, right? This is one of the few times I actually did something mentor-like. And Chris is like, "Okay, bet." He gave me his email. I gave it to the guy, and I took the guy's card. And when Chris came, about 20 minutes later, I gave him the card. "Chris, do not mess this up. Me and Kevin, we worked hard to get this email, right? Like, we worked for this, right? Don't mess this up." And guess what? Chris later on then met nationals was wonderful, by the way, right? So, and then the whole day we went to these workshops. We also met what was it, Chris? I think you were with me walking around. We met a RPI alumni, right? Who was it? Worked for Boeing or something, right? He was one of the senior engineering
during was it during one of the
workshops, after one of the workshops?
Yeah. And he was like part of he used to be a brother for one of the the frats.
Yeah, and we were just connecting with him, and then Chris also got his email as well, right? And we're like, "Chris, come on, don't mess this up," right?
That's not fair. That's not fair. I sent him an email 20 minutes after, and he never responded. I got ghosted by him, dude.
Oh, but hey, bro, we worked so hard. We gave you everything. We spoon-fed you opportunities.
Okay, see, that's the thing. It's like getting an email from one of the top people is completely different from getting an email from a recruiter. If you email someone who's up there with it, the idea of, "Hey, can I get an interview?" they're gonna ghost you. I got ghosted by that guy. But the recruiter, the one that you gave me an email for, the one that I didn't meet in person, that guy gave me an interview. I kind of bombed it, but it's okay.
Yeah. I was gonna get to that. You absolutely ruined every single chance.
No, it wasn't on purpose. See, that's the thing. I came into it. I didn't have experience. I had a non-existent GPA because I was a new student, or new transfer student, and I had no work experience, at least no relevant work experience. But that's the thing. That's what clubs and schools are for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, but besides you, now you obviously, you failed, right? But we did have a lot of people.
I tried.
Oh, okay. Right. But no, we did get some people that we brought up there. Some people did get jobs. What? Tracy and Will got an offer from Fiat Chrysler, right, Kevin? Right, that car thingy.
Yeah, it's FCA.
Yeah, the car place, right? Rona got a job from Lockheed Martin, right? And it's ooh, right? You get jobs, ooh, right? And it's not a guarantee. Obviously, it's not a guarantee that you'll get a job from the career fair. But these recruiters, these companies are here specifically to hire safe people, right? And don't think of the safe people up there as dude, these guys, I can't compete with these people. Everyone here already, even those in my year, have 10 times the experience, right? Not true at all. Absolutely not true. Nationals went in the last year, right? I was talking to this random other guy. He was from, I think he was like from Boulder or something. I don't know, some other chapter. One year, my year, right? And I asked him, "Oh, okay, so what have you done?" He said, "I have no internship experience, no work experience, nothing." Right? Like it's so hard to find an internship. And I'm like, "Wait, really?" Like I here at RPI, I thought like, shit, like you always hear about RPI kids getting internships. And stuff. Like, you rarely hear about someone who doesn't get work to do, right, at RPI, right? And I just think it's possible. It's also because like RPI is like really well known, and a lot of kids are very smart, right? And even if they don't look like they're very smart in the first place, right? Like a lot of these kids, they find their way, right? So I'd say we were pretty lucky, RPI and SASE, like double whammy right there, wombo combo.
I just
Pulling up at recruiters and shit. Yeah, Chris?
I just want to say one thing about like doing interviews and so as a student, like go into it. I mean, in my interview in SACE Nationals caught me off guard because I didn't expect to get interviews and like so at so early of a time. I had no experience with internships or not internships, interviews and elevator pitches. But that's like regardless of what I'm gonna say. If you do an interview for a big company, let's say like Boeing or Lockheed, the recruiters know, like if you don't have any experience with anything in the past, the recruiters know that. They don't expect you to have like 5 years worth of experience at Facebook before going into an engineering internship. Your best, what you want to show at an interview is what you can do, what you like, what your potential is. That's where, like I said, clubs and engineering projects and experiences come in from high school or not high school, college. So what you do here, you can like show to the recruiters in the future, and that's your main ticket into an internship. Like the some people you listed earlier who got internships, like he's in Rensselaer Rocket Society. He's building rockets.
Not the Will, the other
Not
Will,
that one?
e-board Will,
My
the
bad.
old e-board.
I'm pretty sure that will he also, like the one I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
He's got an internship. Probably not from SASNats, but yeah, he's doing rockets. He's got that not work experience, but some type of experience in some type of engineering project. And the other ones also have stuff to show for.
Stephen, Justin, you have anything to say about nationals? I have a cool story related to this. But
You have a cool story related to everything, Wes.
hey, it's part of the game, Stephen.
Well, just one thing about SACE Nationals is that, as Chris said, they would give you an interview like right after seeing your resume if they think that you have potential or if like you show like a large amount of interest. So like I would like give some recruiters my resume and then they would be like, come back later for an interview, like later on that day of the career fair. So it's actually like it's an opportunity, honestly, to talk to these recruiters. Like here at RPI, the Nesby Shep Career Fair, all these recruiters are here. I'm just gonna say that they're here to tell you about the opportunities, but it's like they would give you like an interview sometimes, but like the chances aren't really that high. They just want people to apply online. At least that's most of the answers that I got when I've been to all these career fairs. It would be like, okay, so here's here's about our company, interesting things. And then they'll be like, and then when the moment you ask them, well, like, can I apply, like interviews and stuff like that? They'll be like, oh, go to this website and then apply here. And then that's like, oh, okay. But then at SACE Nationals, they'll be like, oh, I see this resume. Like, I see these things that you do, these work experiences, these projects that you're working on. And they'll actually give you an interview. So it's like, it's unexpected, but it's nice.
Yeah, Justin, you have something?
I was just gonna say for the career fair, most of them like usually if they have like a special application that says specifically for that career fair, right? A lot of them don't have it for the the career fair at school, but at SASE, they do. So, I mean, I heard they have quotas, so go
Yeah.
get a job. Let me get a job this year too, right?
Now, what the story I was going to tell was when we were at nationals, right? The nationals this year was in Pittsburgh, and so no, as usual, no, the E4 goes out and plans the road trip, plans the where we're going to stay, plans all that out, and we found this one Airbnb, and I think it was Michelle, it was Ling Ling who was doing the planning, right? And she found the most jank looking house, the most jank Airbnb I've ever seen in my life, right? No, you wanna know why it was jank? We had about like what, 18, 20 people? I forgot. We had 18 and 20 people, or something like that people. And only like one bathroom.
It was great.
It was painful. There was,
It was
only
great.
one bathroom for like 18 people. Imagine, right? Because we all okay, we had to drive from RPI all the way down there, right? That's an 8-9 hour drive, right? We were all tired. People got there like 2 a.m., right? And we had to wake up at like 6, right? We were all tired as hell, right? And once people started waking up, everyone wanted a shower. Everyone needed to take a piss and brush their teeth. And there just wasn't enough space. Right? Everyone was like, dude, I can't, like, there's a line waiting. There people like, oh, I'm next. So who's next after him? Who's next after her? It was bad, bro. It was a mess. Right?
You know what's
And we
worse?
also- what?
Yo, there were 3 people, including myself, had to sleep on the hardwood floor. We had to have makeshift sleeping bags out of our coats and sweaters.
Yo, what?
That was so sad.
It was
so.
people-
I almost
people-
stepped on Nathan, dude. I almost stepped on Nathan in the dark when I was going to the bathroom because the lights were off and I didn't see him on the floor. I
Dude, that
felt
was
a blanket and I realized I was one step away from stepping on him.
Oh my god! But no, like shit, it was crazy, right? We even had some people who was like, "Oh, I don't wanna go this early. It was just the opening ceremony. I'm gonna sleep in a little bit." I'm like, "Bro, y'all sleeping in, right?" But no, in nationals when we got to go in person, you could buy like different packages. I apparently was the only loser who bought the full package, which included the breakfast. So I was able to go to the breakfast area. Everyone else stood outside. I'm like, yo, Chris, I was trying to sneak Danishes and shit. I pushed the table all the way to the edge. I'm like, yo, Chris, take a Danish. Like, I know you hungry. I'm trying to be a mentor to you right now.
He smuggled food across the border. That's how sad it was. He smuggled food for 18 people across the border.
But no, it was fun. And I remember after nationals, we all came back to the apartment and we started. Well, we watched The Boys, right? Right, that's where we watched it, right, Ling Ling?
Yes. Yes.
Right, yeah. We watched The Boys, and I think we binged the whole first season, and we were like, dude, that's crazy. That was fun. That was crazy.
Season 2 coming out. And Say Snatch is online.
Well, yeah, no, Six National this year is online. That's already confirmed. You know, now it's unfortunate we don't get to have fun, but dude, it was fun last year. That was fun as heck. Yeah. What did we watch for regionals? Right, nationals we watched The Boys. Regionals, we watched the movie. I remember that.
I think that was for Binghamton.
Binghamton.
We watched Get
No,
Out.
Wait,
No,
no, for regionals we watched
Foreigner.
that
with
horror
Jackie Chan.
movie or the
Midsummer.
Summer.
Yeah, Midsummer. Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah. So
And Rona wanted to watch it on the first floor, but then everyone wanted to watch it on the second floor, so she got pissed and went to sleep.
Right. I know I knocked the hell out after regionals. No, okay, regionals. Here's the story. We got there somehow. By the time I arrived, we collectively, as like the whole group, had already spent like $80 on pizza. Right? I was like, how the hell did we spend 80? Ling Ling, you were treasurer that year, right? Like, how did we spend $80 on pizza?
They got cannolis as well.
Oh my god! Right? I'm like,
Oh, for regionals?
yeah, for regional. Remember we went to Boston?
Oh yeah, and I got only like one slice out of it because we were late.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy.
So
Yeah.
sad.
I don't even remember what the original question was. But,
Yeah, me neither. Crazy stories, right? What's the next question?
I don't know, right?
You don't
Keep
know?
moving.
Damn. Is it time to end this?
Oh yeah, but didn't we like sidetrack completely from what we're supposed to talk about?
I mean, the thing is, I anticipated this to happen, right? There was no like main focus. It's just our experiences, us telling stories, us having fun. This is exactly what it was supposed to be like, and I think it went pretty well.
This is what you should expect from SASE on a normal year.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any more questions?
Oh, I have a crap ton. I wrote like 10 down.
Let's go. Keep
Yeah, when are we
running
ending
them
this?
out. Hurry up.
It's almost been an hour
You sidetrack one more time.
now.
Okay. What is the craziest thing? What's the weirdest, most unique thing you've seen happen inside a classroom?
Any class?
Inside a lecture hall, inside a lab, inside a recitation, anything inside an academic career. Steven, I'm gonna start with you.
You might have to come back. I'm trying to think.
Oh my god. Okay, Justin.
All right. So I think my craziest one was I was in this environmental class. So the teacher took out a plant and put it in the center. And then he went around the room and said, confess your environmental sins to the plant. So
What the heck?
I forgot what I said. Something about trash. But that was a weird class. Free A though.
Yay.
Okay, Chris.
I haven't had any experience in any of my lectures because I've been sleeping the entire time for all of them, so I don't remember anything. All right. What is that it for prompts or are we
No,
done?
I have a few more. I mean, depends on how much you guys want to keep on going. I mean, we're nearing the hour time mark.
Justin wants to leave. I know that for
No,
sure.
I don't need to leave. I just want an interesting question instead of just me listening.
Okay, so
But talk about HKSA. Talk about the social version of SACE.
Okay, so yeah. What's your favorite club memory that's not one of SACE? What's something other than SACE? A club memory. What's your favorite one?
What?
A club memory?
Yeah, like any other club than SACE. What's your favorite club memory?
We're just a friend group basically. We spend time together, so I wouldn't put one memory, but I don't think it's safe for work. So
Oh, God damn it, Justin! You wanted something interesting. I gave you something interesting, and now you're like, I can't say it. Like, what the heck? Come on.
shut up. I can't say it. Move on.
All right, fine. Okay, Chris.
I think something about. Yeah, I'll bring up something about HKSA, I guess. But during HKSA hot pot, it was less of a hot pot and more of a buffet where they just cook the food in front of you and you just pick out what you want to eat. It's hot pot food was served buffet style. Everyone had to line up and like get their own food and so on and so forth. It was not bad.
You're
It was
welcome.
awkward for me
You're
because I
welcome.
didn't know anyone at all, but
All
it was
right.
nice.
Ungrateful hoe complaining when I cooked it for you. All right.
You were not the one
can't fit
cooking.
20
It was
people
not
around
you.
the
You did
table.
not cook. It was like Fiona and someone else.
There are literally photos
You
of me
were
cooking
not the
it.
one.
So
You were like on the sofa laying
right,
on
okay.
for some reason. I don't
Okay.
know what the hell you were doing.
Steven, what about you? What's your memory?
Favorite memory? I guess I would have to say, I don't know, Eighth Wonder probably.
Mm-hmm.
None of the other clubs really have like that amazing. I don't know. Well, there's like Safe memories, but I can't talk about Safe. So I'm gonna say Eighth Wonder. So Eighth Wonder, it was definitely okay. So before coming to college, I didn't dance. But then coming into college, I got dragged to Eighth Wonder by Nathan, which is another good friend of ours. So I got dragged to Eighth Wonder, and it was my first time seeing like all these amazing people who like actually, have fun dancing and stuff. And Eighth Wonder welcomes everybody, so you don't need to have any background. You don't need to be an amazing dancer. You just need to have fun and dance with the group. So for favorite memory was probably like the first dance I did for performance. I believe it was for the BSA's Night of Free Expression that happened that freshman year, which is a really cool event that I recommend people going. There's like you'll read poems. There are like there's comedy and stuff like that. It's just a really interesting night. I don't know if it's gonna happen this semester, but
Probably not. You know.
probably not. Yeah. But yeah, for the first performance, freshman year I was kind of shy, so dancing in front of like a large group of people was not exactly my idea of like a good time at that time because it was just, I was like, oh my god, holy cow! And then for the dance, I had to dress up and everything. So I went up, danced with a group of teammates that learned to dance together, and I would have to say that it felt pretty good. Ignoring the eyes of everybody that was in the room, which was just to like make myself actually be able to dance. Otherwise, I'll just stand there and like do nothing, kind of thing. So I guess that was it was definitely a worthwhile memory. Probably one of the first ones where I was finally able to like express myself better.
I feel.
It's great. One thing everyone needs to do when they get to RPI is you need to see Steven dance at least once.
Wait.
It's under YouTube. It's under YouTube.
No, you
There's
gotta
older
see it
dances
in
on YouTube.
real. You gotta see it IRL.
Okay,
It's
yeah, fair
different.
point, fair point.
It's different. Like you see this guy move like a wave. He's fly. What's it called? Float. Fuck. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This guy's like he's the ocean. The motion of the ocean, dude. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things you'll ever see when you come to RPI.
Yeah.
And I think it serves as a point where it's like even if you don't feel like you're good at something, if you just try it out once, you might turn out to be like the best, and that's Steven right there for dancing. It's pretty nuts.
But just to say, it's definitely going off Chris's point. If you don't try, like you should definitely try to like do things that you normally wouldn't do. It's definitely like an opportunity to learn about other things. I didn't do dancing before college, as I said, so that opened up my world to dancing, how fun it is. I'm a music person, as everybody else is. I really like good music, EDM, hip hop, pop, things like that. So dancing just adds on to that love of music, and then dancing is just fun. And I didn't realize that until I actually joined the club. Along with everyone being nice in the club, teaching everybody how to dance. Like we would have like dancing sessions where we'd like teach others like different dance moves, like the body wave or like the arm wave and things like that. So I actually didn't know how to like wave the body originally in the beginning, but it just takes a lot of practice to do. And once you get it down, you can do it pretty well. So yeah.
All right.
Never be afraid to try.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, that's how you experience, the most out of college. It's doing everything you can and figuring out what fits for you. Okay, I think we have hit the 1 hour mark, and I think that's about it. Any last remarks? If you guys, have anything you want to share, tell the world, what you're working on, right? What's coming up for you, right? Chris, anything you want to share with the people?
All right, ladies and gents, I'm looking for engineers. All right, I need smart people with big brains so that we can win this SASEtank competition next year.
What's SASEtank, Chris? Elaborate a little bit.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me get into SASEtank real quick. So, imagine Shark Tank, but for SASE. So what SASEtank is, especially in my team for now, we're going to come up with some kind of engineering idea, some kind of innovation, some kind of invention. And we're going to work on it as a team, build it, prototype it, market it, and win. And SASEtank is a competition for that. each chapter has their own teams, depending on which one wants to invest in it. But it's not. I want to. I don't know if the other teams are like completely uh related to their individual chapters. I know that my SASE Tank team is not really part of SASE, but we do have SASE members. If you're interested in building or engineering or innovating any type of thing in your college semester besides your uh, capstone project or anything else outside of that, if you want to have fun with it, if you want to have free reign in what you're building, come join SASE Tank. Come DM me and I'll hit you up with the information we have right now and you can join the team.
Mhm. Okay. That's enough from you, Chris. Steven, anything you want to share with the people?
Probably just some laughing words. Be brave, be smart, and be impulsive.
All right, I like it. Justin, any last words? No? Okay. For me, thank you everyone for showing up to today's podcast. It's great just being able to talk and reminisce about old times. For those of you joining us on the YouTube channel, thank you for checking us out. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification, the
Hit
bell
that
icon.
like button blue. Slap that like button if you like this video.
Yeah, yeah. But in that case, thank you everyone for showing up and listening in. We couldn't do this without you. So thank you for everyone showing up, and see you guys next week.